Welcome back. We love Missouri products, and we're thrilled to welcome H2O Technologies and LaRue Artesian Spring Water, a thriving Missouri business. Here to tell us about it are Chris and Amy, Vice President and President of the company. Good morning.
Good morning.
We are so excited about water. I mean, it sounds like it's water, but water, without it, how long can we go without water? 3 days?
At most 3 days. It's one of the short of air. It's the one thing you need most.
Exactly. So how's this different?
Well, one thing that is different about it is the natural spring water. So it tastes, the water that you're tasting in that bottle is as pure and crisp and clean as if you were standing next to the spring itself.
Well, so where
I want to try it.
We're going to grab a bottle here so we can try this LaRue water. Where is this spring, or do you make it to taste like spring water, or is it actually from a spring? How does that work?
No, it actually is from an artesian spring.
Is it in your backyard? How do you get it?
Well, it actually is on my home property. Parents bought it back in 1965, and we don't bottle on the site because it happens to be a very historical site on top of it. But yes, we take the water directly out of the spring, and then we go through a process of ozonation and UV treatment, which is required by FDA, or you can use chemicals, but we hate chemicals such as chlorine, and simply filter it and put it in a bottle.
Yeah, so we don't strip any of the good minerals out, and we don't add anything to it. So it's as natural as it can be.
That is wonderful. It tastes really good, doesn't it?
I love when I taste water and you don't taste anything but water.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? There's usually some kind of like chemical or aftertaste sometimes of bottled water that I don't like.
Exactly.
This is pure.
And there are some waters where they do strip all the minerals out, and then that's not good for your body either.
Right, that's correct. So a lot of waters are actually taken from municipal sources, and they do have to strip it. They do reverse osmosis to take all those chemicals out, and it actually depletes things in your body. When you drink it, you'll end up more thirsty.
Right, exactly, yes.
So where can people buy your water?
Well, if you're in the St. Louis area, you can buy it at Deerberg's. You can buy it at the Mobile on the Runs in all the way down to the northern part of your viewership. We also bottle, the H2O portion of our company bottles for 60 other companies. So you may have had our water and just don't know it. But if you spin it around and see H2O as the manufacturer, that's our water.
Okay, that is great.
That's so good.
So where do you bottle this?
We actually have a facility in the local industrial park. We kind of have this philosophy of trying to reuse. So we bought 8 buildings that had been abandoned for over 10 years, and we are slowly converting them into a bottling facility. As we grow, we move into the next building.
And we're in Potosi, Missouri. So we're just a little bit south of St. Louis, about 2.5 to 3 hours from Springfield.
How long have you been doing this, and how did you think, you know what, we're going to start bottling water? That's the next stage of our life.
Yes.
Well, I won't get too far into the weeds, but my dad and I had an architectural practice for over 30 years in Potosi. Amy joined us about 19 years ago. When my dad passed away about 7.5 years ago, I was at a crossroads. I had to make a decision. I'm not going to get another structural civil engineer of his caliber to move to rural Missouri. And so do I sell everything I have and move closer to grandkids? And I made the decision that this community had supported us for so many years. What can we do to give back? And I have this beautiful spring, flows over 1 million gallons of water a day. You know, as we just got into the process, we said, yeah, this is what we want to do. We can hire local people. We can take abandoned buildings and reuse them. And it's grown to what it is.
And we picked the best time to start. We started in 2019 and pulled up ready to go just as the pandemic hit. So in spite of it, we're still here and still growing.
Well, that's great. Yeah, you had a lot of time on your hands then to do this. Can I ask you where this lands on the pH scale?
In the bottle, it's 8.3 to 8.4, so it's naturally alkaline. It has natural electrolytes in it too. Again, we don't add anything to it. It's just the mineral content of the water. So it's at a really great point for your body, just as is.
You sold me on it there at the 8.2. That's great.
That's great. Well, I was telling him, I was like, I didn't know which water. Now I know which water I want to drink because I was watching a documentary and all these numbers and chemicals you had no idea.
Yeah.
Like. Processed and distilled, and there's so many different variations of the bottled water we get. I just want the natural stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Natural's the way to go.
This is definitely it. I mean, we were just blessed.
That's amazing.
So now, can we buy it anywhere locally, or do we order it from you?
Well, we actually are working to hook to get a distributor in the Springfield area. Right now, I think the closest we come to you
St.
is
Roberts.
St. Roberts
Yeah.
and Van Buren.
Yeah.
But in the near future, we hope to be distributing in the Springfield, Kansas City area very soon.
We hope so too.
We
Thank
hope
you for
so.
this, because this is what we need. I mean, it's so important.
Yeah, and we love to support Missouri business, especially with this delicious water. Thank you guys so much.
Oh,
All right.
thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you.
They want to keep us healthy.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Thank
Absolutely.
you,
water.
Chris and Amy. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. We're going to drink this.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay.
Thanks.
All right. Buy Missouri has officially reached over 500 participating members. These members can be found in 93 counties across the state of Missouri, employing over 1,500 Missourians.
50,000
Missourians. Yeah, you can visit buymissouri.net to search for a map for 19 categories to find out unique products made here in the state.
Yes, and we did celebrate Buy Missouri Week last week. And guys, we just want to celebrate every local business in Missouri. There's so many great people that we can cheers to that.
Yeah.
Support business. Thank you, Chris and Amy, and support local Missouri businesses. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back with another Portrait of Hope from the Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
That's good.
It's really good.
That's good.
There's no aftertaste.
No.
At all.